Hi everyone, and welcome to more Red Rock and Chocolate Milk. This little piece of paradise is Scapa Flow, and below me are the turrets of the SMS Bayern. The Bayern is a German First World War dreadnought battleship. She was the lead ship in her class and scuttled in Scapa Flow with the German High Seas Fleet on the 21st of June 1919. She was 180 meters long and had a beam of 30 meters. During the scuttling, she turned upside down and was later raised. Since turrets were only held in place by gravity, lifting an upside-down ship is not exactly trivial. The salvagers tried to pin the turrets in place so that they wouldn't fall out, but since this was a different design to the other ships in the flow, they messed it up. Upon lifting the ship, the turrets fell out. This was noticed fairly quickly, and the salvagers tried to set the ship back down, hoping to get a second try at pinning the turrets in, but unfortunately for them, and kind of fortunately for us, the hull had moved and they couldn't set her back down in place. As such, two of the turrets were squished onto the seabed while the other two are still where they dropped. What is even more amazing is that the imprint of the ship on the seabed is still noticeable today. There is a V shape visible on sonar where the ship sank after the scuttling and where they put her back down trying to get the turrets back into the hull. People very familiar with the site can even use those imprints to navigate between the turrets. Anyway, the turrets now rest in about 40 meters, with the highest parts of the barbettes in about 23 meters. Spiraling downwards around the first barbette of the dive, we run across this massive wrench. No idea what it was intended for, but it sure is an impressive tool. Following the Charlie turret barbette to the seabed, we run into the back of the Delta turret. Crossing over it to its barbette gives me the impression of crossing a vast open area. The size of these turrets is quite astonishing. Through the many openings, we can see the machinery used for loading the guns. Maybe we can even spot a breach. These round objects here are the ball bearings that the turrets once rotated on. And back on Charlie turret, we see a motor used for rotating the turret. Here we can also see a breach. We then decide to go for the long swim to the squished Alpha and Bravo turrets. Luckily, there's a permanently installed line to help us get there. Along the way, there's also some debris that can probably be used for navigation on a good visibility day. Here on Bravo turret, we can just hover above the main structure and look into holes from a different angle. Oh hey, there's another breach. And there's a nice access hole. It's just about big enough to get in if you drop a couple of cylinders. I bet the view of the gun breach from in there is amazing, but at the same time, looking at all the silt, you're probably gonna leave a mess as well. Moving on to Alpha Turret, there is noticeably more debris strewn around. It clearly must have taken the brunt of the impact when they set the hull back down. Unfortunately, our time is soon up and we have to head back to the surface.